Good morning, folks. Welcome to Quantsapp. This is Vicky Sajnani. Let's get started with the market brief this morning. Well, Nifty 16,519, 172 points gain, 1.06% up. Nifty Bank 35,966, 0.63% up, gains of 224 points thereabouts. So where is SGX Nifty as of now? Well, it is pretty flattish. That's what it looks like. Intermittently it was down 20 points and up 20 points, so thereabouts, dilly-dallying close to 16,500. That's the crucial psychological level around which markets are poised as of now. Well, looking at the Nifty charts, 16,500 happens to be a strong support zone, 16,800, so one would have to wait and watch how it behaves here. And the major support on the lower side is 16,200 and 16,000. So all in all, the two levels on the higher side, 16,500, 16,800, and 16,200 and 16,000 are the supports. So one would have to wait and watch, considering that this is an expiry day. It's important to know that there is higher swings in the market, possible swings. So one would have to be at least caution till about 10 o'clock to see how markets are evolving as such. Looking at the OI picture, futures OI picture, well, we saw some amount of longs coming in and then a bout of short covering. So much of that shorts which were there in the system, I think some amount of short covering has happened. So there are longs and there is chances of further longs to come in if 16,600 gets taken out on the higher side. So there could be some amount of remnant shorts also which could run to cover. So let's see how it pans out during the day. And Nifty open interest picture from the options front. We are seeing 16,600 happens to be a stiff level on the higher side. And next major level 16,800. Of course, 16,500 happens to be the strong support zone as per the OI picture, put OI picture. Looking at the max pain level, 16,500 happens to be the max pain level for Nifty. So that's what we are getting. And moving on to Bank Nifty, again, 35,920 thereabouts was the closing. So considering that, I think 36,000 and 36,500 are the two levels on the higher side. Supports being 35,500 and 35,000. Again, looking at the OI picture, some amount of longs and some amount of short covering which is happening. A follow-up longs would actually break the barrier of 36,000 and we could see some amount of buying interest coming in very rapidly then. So looking at the OI picture of options, 36,000, as I said, is having the maximum OI, and then after that 36,500 and the supports being 35,500, the major support, and 35,000 is the next major support. Looking at the max pain level, 35,900 happens to be the max option pain level. Top gainers and losers, LTTS, Vedanta, and Persistent Systems. Of course, ICICI GI and Hind Petro and Polycab are the losers. Looking at the index contribution, what we see is oil, private banks, IT, and FMCG. All these contributed positively. Largely, it was oil and private banks and IT. So those are the major players, major sectors, I would say, that contributed to the positive tinge in the Nifty. Longs, the sectors which built up essentially is showing auto ancillary, is showing longs, media, PSU banks, shorts, cement, fertilizer, infra, power. So those are the short built-ups. We have one stock on our radar, Loras Labs, this morning. So close to 515 quoting, 530 and 550 happen to be the major levels on the higher side. 500 and 475 happen to be the major levels on the lower side. again, on the OI picture, what we are seeing is some amount of short covering, and there are some longs which are there earlier on. So let's see, the crucial level would be 525 on the passage, on the crossing of that threshold. I think we can see further higher levels on this counter. Looking at the OI picture of options, 520 and then 530 happens to be a major level as per the OI picture, and supports being close to 500. Another stock which is on our radar is Persistent Systems. Positive tinge out there too. I'll quickly give out the major technical levels there. 3550, 3775. Intermittent level is 3600. So that's how we can look at the levels on the higher side. On the lower side, I think major level is 3200, but intermittently 3300 would play around a psychological level. Looking at the OI picture, reasonable amount of longs coming in into the system. So there could be some amount of short covering, there could be some amount of further longs which could build up if the market on the overall basis turns on a positive tinge today. Moving on to the OI picture, 3600 happens to be a stiff level. On the lower side, 3500 and 3400 happen to be the major levels. Delta Corp is the stock which is on the ban list as of now. Moving on to summarizing, 16,000, 16,200 are the two major levels on the lower side. 16,800, 17,000 for Nifty, and Bank Nifty 35,000, 35,500. These are the two major levels on the lower side. 36,500, 37,000 are the resistance points. Auto ancillary, media, PSU banks, long built up. Short built up is cement, fertilizer, infra. And loras labs and Persistent Systems are the two stocks in focus. So we again recommend you to consult your financial advisor, and while trading, clearly, I mean, one should place stop losses as per one's risk appetite. So that's important, and one has to be extremely cautious, especially on the expiry day as of today. That's a disclaimer. And that's it from my side. Wish you happy trading and all the best. Thank you.